get him, General.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware that we will have an officer portraying the role of Brigadier General Louis Armistead here on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, these guns are positioned in what we call battery. Battery is a group of 4 to 6 individual cannons or pieces. Battery is commanded by a captain. Now, while we had the old smoothbore 12-pound Napoleon brass or bronze guns here, they were only effective, accurate to about a mile. They were better for close-up defensive work. Most of the guns that are going to participate in the artillery bombardment on both sides here are black wrought iron and cast iron rifle guns. They have spiral grooves that run down inside the barrel of the tube, slightly curving very subtly as they go down the barrel. When the cannon is fired, the projectile inside the barrel, at the back of the barrel, will expand for an instant. It will fit into the grooves as it exits the barrel, and the grooves will impart a spin to the projectile, just like a football. If you get a nice tight spiral on your football, it will go farther for you and more accurately. Our black rifle guns can fire accurately at about 1.5 miles out to about 2 miles at extreme range, well within the range of these two lines opposing each other, across the field south of Gettysburg on July 3rd, 1863. Much is made of the Confederate bombardment prior to Pickets' charge, that there were overshoots of the Union lines going to the rear of Cemetery Ridge. Well, in actuality, many of these guns fire what's called exploding shell. You have a hollow iron ball with fuse attached to it. You attach the fuse to the cannonball before you load it in the barrel, and you cut the fuse according to how far you want the cannonball to go before it explodes in midair. The shorter you cut the fuse, the less distance the cannonball will travel before the cannonball fragments. The longer you cut the fuse, the farther it will travel. The fuse is lit inside the barrel at the time the cannon is fired. So as the cannonball is flying out of the barrel and through the air, the fuse is burning down. Once the fuse burns all the way down, it causes the cannonball to explode into fragments, and it rains down on the enemy. Well, the Confederates were having a problem on this day. It wasn't so much the overshoots of solid shot or solid cannonballs about the size of a bowling ball or maybe a high school boy's varsity track and field shot put, 10 to 12 pound solid iron balls. But in the previous March of 1863, at Tredegar Iron Works in Richmond, where they manufactured these fuses for the Confederate Army of Northern Virginia, a young girl who had got a nail stuck in a wooden table foolishly decided to try to drive the nail out of the table by hammering it. And what that did is it created a spark in the munitions factory, and the spark created a huge explosion. All of the prime fuses